Hello, good people of the internet. I have returned with a special little video. I got two records to show that are upcoming releases here, sort of sneak previews, I guess you could say. I'm going to start with this one. This is the Imaginational Anthem, Volume 9. This is out on Tompkins Square. So this is the 9th volume, and sort of these are compilations that have each one of them sort of have a different theme to them, but they're mostly American primitive guitar playing, so sort of in the style of John Fahey. Can be a little sort of jazzy and experimental, kind of like Sandy Bull, things like that. This particular one is the newest release, and it's curated by Riley Walker. So it's actually Riley Walker Presents. Riley Walker's eyeballs right there. And I believe that's John Fahey's head. I'm not sure. That's what I've kind of put together. Of course, Riley Walker, probably one of the favorite discoveries of the last couple years. Had the pleasure of seeing him play live. But everything on this album is really sort of a fingerstyle, sort of, again, that American primitive style. A few standout tracks for me here. Mosses, this first track, it basically is sort of has like the haunting bells, open, loud, basically 12-string guitar, sort of just really is a soundscape. Just kind of gives you that openness of just sort of playing guitar. And it was recorded live in the Catskill Mountains, June 28th of 2018. Another great one from this is Kendra Amalie, which she has an album, I believe it's called Intuition, came out just recently. She's starting to pick up a little bit of steam. You can check it out on Bandcamp. Sort of more of kind of on the psychedelic side of things. That's one thing that sort of has drawn me to folk music in some cases, is that, where you have your psychedelic music, sometimes you kind of lean one side. The acid folk is something that I'm really excited about, one of my favorite styles of music. Again, most of these are just sort of fingerstyle guitars. Dee Dee Peld, Walking My Cat Named Dog is another really cool track on here. It's actually a cover song from Norma Tanega, so I don't know if you want to check that out on YouTube. It's a great track. But the only one on here that is sort of electric guitar sounding is the Dave Miller Seedlings, I believe, remember correctly. It sort of has just kind of the dissonant guitar feedback sort of thing. So, but yeah, that's really cool. This comes out September 20th, so in 2 weeks. Next Friday. It's on the Tompkins Square label, so very cool. Another upcoming release I have is GospelBeach Let It Burn. So GospelBeach, sort of led by Brent Radmaker. He was in a band called Beechwood Sparks. Funny how that he kept the beach name. In the early 2000s, and maybe even yes, I think the first album came out in 2000, I believe. Did about 3 albums. This is the 3rd album from GospelBeach. They released Pacific Surf Line in 2015, sort of sounded like kind of Grateful Dead kind of esque. The follow-up to that is Another Summer of Love, which sounds like Tom Petty. I really like that album better than the first one personally. But this one, I've only given it a couple of spins so far. The title track, Let It Burn, is pretty good. There's also, if you order it from Bomp, they'll actually, sometimes you can get these little bundle packages. See, they don't do the insert, but you can get like a CD for like $8. So yeah, there's kind of some extra tracks, one extra track on the CD. But the album does feature Neil Casal. This is his first. This is his second album that he played on with them, and recently, just in the last about maybe 2 weeks or so, he passed away. So this is, kind of a sad thing, but I did get, this is pretty cool. So I actually got an autographed copy, and yeah, he signed it right there. So this is out on the Alive Natural Sounds label. So they do have it in like standard black, or you can get sort of their hand mixed colored vinyl. So that was a pretty cool thing. This record comes out October 4th, so we still have a little ways till this hits the streets. But definitely go check it out. Yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty good fan of this. There's some good ones on here. Bad Habits is a good one. I'm So High I thought was pretty good. Fighter and Nothing Ever Changes. So just a handful of really good tracks that are kind of jumping out at me. But there you go. So check it out. That'll be out in a few weeks. So just wanted to say hey and show you some new stuff coming out. So take care. We'll see you around next time.